He is a three-time Bassmaster High School Champion. He is a former Bassmaster Collegiate Champion, a former Collegiate Angler of the Year. And in only his first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, he is an Elite Series champion. From Alabama, Tucker Smith joins me on...
I'm Bob Cobb from the Bassmaster. Welcome to Mercer.
Welcome one, welcome all, friends, family, freeloaders, fishing freaks, and of course you, my humpers. Happy hump day to all of you, and welcome into the Awkwardly Honest Fishing Podcast that goes by my last name, which is Mercer. This is the 216th edition of the Mercer Podcast, and I hope wherever you're watching or listening from that life is treating you well. Life is very, very good for me right now. I just got back from a week-long shoot at Beauchesne Wilderness Lodge, an incredible spot in Quebec that we shoot at pretty much every single year just because it is incredible. We shot 3 amazing shows. I spent a ton of time swimming with the fishes and shot some of maybe the best underwater footage I've ever been lucky enough to capture. So, yeah. I am refreshed, rejuvenated, and I want to do more of that. I've told you guys before, that just is weirdly, it's my release. Like when I get to, I loved shooting the shows there. It was awesome. But it was like, okay, we're done the show. Now I can go swimming. That's how weird and how obsessed I've become with it. But it was good to get back together with the crew and shoot some shows, and look forward to releasing those future episodes of Facts of Fishing. Only home for a few days. Before I speak about me leaving, let me say this Sunday coming is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'll be working. Once again, there is an Elite Series event during Father's Day, and we've had them during Mother's Day. I'll be there. But it's going to be a great event. I hope you are in the local area. 10 killer, some pretty extreme conditions from what I see in pre-fish videos, high water, changing water conditions. It is 5 minutes from Jason Christie's front door. So it'll be cool to see him compete in front of his hometown crowd. And I hope you guys are part of that crowd. Make sure you come down to the weigh-in. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and hey, come celebrate Father's Day at the Bassmaster Elite Series event. It is stop 7, and then after this, we'll go into a little bit of a break, and then we'll finish off the season with 2 final events in August. So lots on the line here this week. 10 Killer going to be a big player with our Angler of the Year race, our Rookie of the Year race. Obviously, classic qualification, all that kind of stuff is going to be a big deal, but it's going to be hot. So I will be the sweaty, loud guy. If you see me there, say hello. Love to meet fellow humpers. And as always, I promise you guys, each and every Wednesday, we will get you a podcast. And guess what? We've done that now for 5 years. That's right. We're in our 5th season. Unbelievable, which blows me away, but I love having these conversations. I love that you guys choose to listen to these conversations. Please like, comment, subscribe. Do all the things that help make this social media cool, help stroke the algorithm, and I thank you for it. Unbelievable growth on Spotify recently. So if you're a Spotify listener, thank you very much. Make sure you give us a rating or a review there or a comment or however it works, please. Basically, you just need to let your presence known so that the social media, the masters of the algorithm say, hey, people care about this show. So do whatever it takes on your given platform to show the world that you care about this show. Tell your friends, keep the grow going, and let's jump into this week's episode because this is with a young man that many of us heard about years ago, and many of us, for the first time we ever heard about him from Aaron Martens, and that is, if the first time the fishing industry hears about you, it is from the late, great Aaron Martens. well, you are somebody that you want to keep an eye on. He is a 3-time high school champion and collegiate angler of the year, and he is already a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. That did not take long, and nobody is really shocked because he is somebody that people have expected to see in the Elite Series for quite some time. And I was happy to sit down and talk to him, obviously, before he headed to 10 Killer. We recorded a few episodes so that I could, go swimming with the fish, shoot shows, and do all sorts of stuff and not let you down. And this episode will not let you down. I hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, let's catch up with the one and only Tucker Smith. Tucker Smith.
Hey. I didn't know if you were trying to do like an introduction or
No, that's all I got for you. It's all you freaking Tucker Smith. Do you prefer Tucker Smith, Tucker, Tuck, Tuckazoid? Which do you prefer?
I don't know. A lot of people call me Tuck, but Tucker's fine.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. I feel like we've known each other for a long time, but we really don't know each other. Like, you know what I mean? We've never really sat down and got to know each other. And I feel like in a lot of ways, that's you to a lot of the fishing world. The fishing world knows you. I mean, you've been around classics and been accomplishing stuff, but nobody really kind of knows who you are. Like, so tell me, like, when did fishing start for you? Like, when did you know that, like, this is something I got to do?
Yeah, honestly, it started from a really young age. My grandfather, and he got me into fishing tournaments when I was real young. We used to fish this tournament called the Marks Outdoors tournament that was around the Coosa River. And, man, I remember fishing that thing when I was like 10, 12 years old, real young. I think even probably like 8 years old too. It's probably when I started fishing that tournament, but man, just I don't know. I got hooked on it, seeing the tournament weigh-ins, seeing all the big fish being brought in, and he fished. My grandfather fished tournaments growing up. He did, and I think he fished I think it was called the Red Man series. Mm-hmm. So he got me pumped up about it. My uncle fished a lot too, and they kind of got me fired up about getting into the tournament fishing style, because once I figured out you could win money catching fish, I was all for it. So I've been fishing since I was real little, ponds and stuff like that, but I started tournament fishing in high school.
Before you ever tournament fished, when you were fishing ponds growing up and stuff, did you feel like it was like when you were fishing with buddies, were they the same about fishing, or did you have like an instant connection to it?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't many people that loved it as much as I did where I grew up. I mean, fishing's a big deal around Birmingham, around the Coosa, but especially like the school that I went to Briarwood, and there was a lot of people that liked fishing, but I was just soaked up with it. It was all I thought about, all I did. Every chance I got, I was around water casting. So,
what do you think fishing gives you? Like, why do you fish outside of a job? Why fishing?
I don't know, man. It's honestly it's what I love. I don't know. I feel like it's in my blood or something because of my family fishing a bunch, but I just get a feeling whenever I set the hook, whenever I get a bite, it's like nothing else matches that feeling. And it's just something that, I would say that I'm decent at. So I don't know. It's the only thing that I'm kind of good at, so I like doing it a lot. I'm not a math magician or anything like that. I'm a fisher fan.
What do you think you would do if it wasn't for this?
That's a hard one.
Do you have a plan B?
I mean, not really. I mean, I'd probably work in the industry or something, but I just hate like 9-to-5 jobs. I would probably somehow try to either be a fishing guide or maybe even like be a duck hunting guide, like an outfitter. I like duck hunting a little bit. I just haven't done it a ton, but duck hunting is probably the second most fun thing that I've ever done.
So is it the outdoors or is it the activity? Like, are you just always more comfortable in the outdoors?
I just like being outside. No matter if it's cold or if it's hot. I just like being outside. I hate being stuck inside indoors. I go outside every single day for at least half the day. I just like being outside.
You've always been that way?
Always. I just like all kinds of, I don't know, everything about the outdoors life, like animals, fish, just everything just intrigues me. I just like being outdoors and seeing God's creation.
Yeah, you're a total weirdo when it comes to reptiles, aren't you? You're very obsessed by reptiles.
I used to have some lizards and stuff like that. I like reptiles, but I kind of grew out of that and got into fishing more. But yeah, when I grew up, I was catching everything in the creeks and ponds and putting it in a fish tank and looking at it and stuff. I was kind of a strange kid, but I like being outside.
What is the most exotic reptile you've ever handled? Or
I don't know. Have you ever heard of a bearded dragon?
Yeah.
I had a few of those. I had it's called like a veiled chameleon. It like changes colors. That thing was really cool. I caught a couple snakes that I put in tanks too, but they were just water snakes. I didn't mess around with the poisonous ones. You
like snakes?
I mean, I don't like them, but I don't mind them. The non-poisonous ones. I don't like the poisonous ones.
How many turtles have you seen on tour this year?
Turtles? A ton. Lake Fork, there was like a turtle spawn going on. Every single bank that you went by, there was probably 30 or 40 turtles lined up.
All right, I want to dig deep here. Tell me about your relationship with Mia. You love that damn dog, don't you?
No, I mean, I like her. It's my mom's dog, and she's got a strange cut, like she's got the poodle cut or whatever. So you can tell it's a girly dog, but no, I'd try to, she's a sweet dog, but not my dog. I try to stay away from her in public, but you make sure to bring it back. You make sure to, make the connection there, but
I mean, it wears your colors and everything. I mean, it's like a mascot.
Yeah, is
that me? I hear in the background.
No, that's my grandparents' dog.
Okay.
If I had a dog, I would definitely get a lab. That's something that I've always wanted to get, but I just travel so much, I can't get a dog.
Not a poodle.
No.
I mean, free Mia. I mean, what'd Mia ever do to you except for just be a damn poodle?
She's a sweet dog, but I couldn't take ownership there.
What is it like being on the Bassmaster Elite Series?
It's unreal. It's everything I dreamed about, and the stage is especially amazing. There's so many people that come to the weigh-ins. It's so different than an open, so different than a college and high school tournament. It's like there's so much publicity, and everybody gets so fired up about it.
Well, that's fine. Go ahead and deal with the dog.
We're good now.
What'd you do to the dog?
I just let him outside.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to go outside.
What's it like to be on the Bassmaster Elite Series?
It means everything to me. It's something that I've watched for so long, and it's just the top level. It's the best of the best in the whole world, and to be able to compete against those guys is a dream of mine that I've had for a long time. I grew up knowing Aaron Martins, and he fished at the top level, so to be able to kind of follow in his footsteps by, getting to that tournament, getting to the Elite Series, it's just crazy. I always just pinch myself every time I'm at a tournament and just look around, because you're seeing all these guys that I've looked up to for so long, and to be able to compete against them, it's like a dream come true. And then to be able to, have a good tournament against those guys as well is mind-blowing to me. And
the Aaron relationship, and I know it's my job to kind of point things out, but it stand out to, like, to win on Mother's Day, like he did that. I mean, that had to be a real emotional, like, what have you thought about that? Have you put any thought into that?
It's unreal, man. I've been really teary about it just because how special it is to me. And when you brought it up on stage, I connected the dots, and I was like, man, that is true. If I win this tournament, that Aaron won on Mother's Day as well on Havasu. So it was crazy. It gave me chills. My whole body got chills just because I don't think it was a coincidence. And Aaron always would tell me that I was going to get a blue trophy one day, and I just didn't believe him, and to be able to finally get one, it's like, I don't know. I knew he was proud, and it's crazy. I don't know what to say. It's just everything worked out the way that it should have worked out, and it was amazing.
Today's high-tech fishing world can be a real pain in the neck, especially if you're running the wrong mounts. Beat Down Outdoors, they bring the graph to you, and they support this podcast and care enough about you to make this a short ad read. Check out Beat Down Outdoors. Now back to the show.
The relationship you had with Aaron, if you're willing to talk about it, but I mean, it's a very special relationship in the way that most people in the pro fishing industry, the first time we ever heard your name came from Aaron's mouth talking about this kid, Tucker. How did you guys get as tight as you got?
Yeah, his daughter, Jordan, went to the same high school that I went to, and she fished with my cousin, Sadie. And so I knew Aaron. He would come to the bass meetings and stuff like that. And then just started to hang out with him a little bit more after I, talked to him, and we became really good friends. And I would go fishing with him, hang out with him at his house and stuff like that. But it was awesome. I know that everybody that knew Aaron, he wasn't just an amazing fisherman, but an amazing person. And that was one thing that he taught me, is being nice to people, and just, going out there and not having too much stress about fishing, having fun, and letting the little things, just slide past you, keeping your head down. And it's how you come back from the small things and the negative things that determine your personality. And that was something that he taught me for sure. He was an amazing person.
An amazing person. And what an impact that he's had. I think Aaron was so special that everybody knew he was special. You know what I mean? Like sadly, the way the world works is when somebody passes, everybody says that person was so special because of this. But Aaron was so special. Everybody that was friends with him knew they were special, but most people weren't in high school and his friend. So as a high school kid that wants to do this for a living, becoming Aaron Martin's friend is like becoming friends with Michael Jordan. How weird was that?
It was unreal. The craziest thing I remember one time when we were fishing and we were real young. I was real young, and we were out on the Alabama River, and he was like, "Where do you want to go?" Right when I got in the boat, and I was like, "I don't know. You're Aaron Martin. Where do you want to go fishing?" And like that just showed me that he wasn't, I'm Aaron Martins. This is what we're doing. I'm the best in the world. Not that mentality. He had the mentality of, how do others feel? How do you think? What do you think we should do? And just seeing that at a young age, it really made an impact on me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's the only pro in the history of pro fishing, still to this day, that I ever had apologize when apologize for being like catching them too good. Like he said, when he won his last Angler of the Year, I had to cover him, and it was on St. Clair, I believe, and he had caught him. He didn't even need to fish that last day, but he didn't run to where he was fishing, and I had to cover him, and he was like a mile from takeoff. And I get in his boat, and I'm like, "How are you doing?" And he's like, "Bro, I got 22 and a half pounds." And I'm like, "Wow, you just catch fish anywhere you go." He's like, "I know. I'm starting to feel guilty about it. I feel bad. I feel like I should say sorry." And I'm like, there's no pro ever in fishing that doesn't, that was probably a weakness in his career. You know what I mean? Like he missed that, like step on their throat, like let's win everything. He was a special dude.
He was, for sure.
So you're on the Elite Series. You got a pretty cool group of roommates that you roll with. Now 2 of the 4 have won Elite Series events, and we're 6 events into the Elite Series. I'd say things are going not bad.
It's been awesome, and Paul's been catching them really well, and I think he's beat me right now in Rookie of the Year. But it was amazing to go back to back at Hartwell to Lake Fork like that. by basically the same margin. So that was just unreal. You can't write that any better. And we've been best friends for a long time. So to see others succeed that you're friends with is awesome. And then Emil and Loberg are awesome. They're amazing fishermen. To travel with them, they're really good people too. And everybody's just funny. We just like to have a good time and cut up and just, go fishing.
You and Paul have the same tattoo.
Yep.
Are you going to tell me what it means? Paul will not tell me what it means.
No, it's a secret.
God. Okay, can I make the same deal with you as I made with him? I need to unearth this secret. He agreed with that if he wins the Bassmaster Classic, he'll tell me what it means.
Yeah, if one of us wins the Classic, we're definitely tell you.
All right, good. That's it. That's it. I mean, I'll wait. Christmas gifts are better when you don't know what they are. I feel like it's getting a lot of pressure on it, though. It's such a secret. Like, what if you just tell me it means fishing's fun? It'd be such a letdown. I'll be like, it doesn't have a deeper meaning than that.
It means largemouth bass.
Does it have a deep meaning or just a special meaning to you guys?
Just to us.
All right. Well, is that your only?
Paul, and Hayden Marbut.
Yeah. I'm going to ask Hayden. He'll tell me.
You got to pressure him in a corner.
Is that your only tattoo?
Yeah, I just have one.
Gosh, it'd be so cool if you were like, no, I'm inked up. My entire chest. There's a dark Tucker Smith that you haven't seen.
That's why I wear long sleeves all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get it. You should see me. I have an eagle. I have nothing. I have no tattoos.
You have a Conor McGregor tattoo?
100%. It says Mercer right across my back. Do you classify yourself as a scoper?
I do. Yep. I mean, I like using the technology for sure, and it's something that I've spent a lot of time using. But I grew up in high school fishing without it and had some success. And I think freshman year I fished all without scope, and then sophomore year is when I kind of really started to use it more. So I haven't been using it for too long, but I think maybe, 6 years now.
Does it bother you how in some circles scoper is a derogatory term, crazy as it is?
I mean, everybody's got their own opinions, and I try not to look at the negativity. I don't ever really look at the negative comments on social media, but it is what it is. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. And I think it definitely takes a lot of skill to do it, especially, when you're traveling around different places and there's 3-foot waves and 20-mile-per-hour winds. And it's not like you put it on your boat and all the fish jump into your boat and you catch them. It's very, very difficult to do. And you won't understand how difficult it is until you try it. And I'm sure that a lot of people that are negative about it are pretty frustrated with using it because it's tough for them to use.
Yeah, it's not as easy as people have painted it to be on the internet. But the internet's not always accurate on everything.
Yeah, and there's a lot of negativity. You see like MLB posts and NFL stuff, and there's a whole bunch of people that, are negative on there. But social media is it's growing and growing, and more people are getting on it. So you're going to have negatives and you're going to have positives.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 23.
So of your friends, 20 to 25, whatever your span of friends is, do any of them hate it? Like, do any of them, or do they all like it?
Most of them like it. I think that I'd say the younger generation likes it. But I don't know. There's definitely some people that I know that don't use it as much as some other people that I know, but I think everybody's all right with it my age. But it's definitely It definitely takes a lot of skill to use it for sure. It's not easy at all.
I mean, clearly. I mean, I think that's been proven. You see that. I mean, if it was simple, the names would change a lot more than they do. Turns out Curious still catching them.
Yeah, I mean, I know people my age that hate it, but everybody's got their opinions.
Yeah.
So, but most of the friends that I have, I mean, they like it.
So it's rumored that bass may go to a 50-50. Would that bother you, or would that, like, what would you rather have?
I mean, I'd rather it just be the way that it is now, because, I mean, you see what happened at Sabine River. People win without it, and then you go to places that you can use it really well, and you go to some places that it doesn't even matter. But the thing that, I don't know, I would like, I mean, I don't care if it's 50 clear and there's no scope. It's definitely going to be a little bit trickier, than it's not going to show the potential of the lake with the, if we had it. But I mean, I'd be fine with it. I'm just here to fish and have fun. I'm not one guy that's going to complain about everything. I'm just wanting to go have fun with it.
Yeah. I think that there's a case to be made for people in your generation that 50-50 might be the best for you, because you guys get an opportunity to show, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, ultimately you just want, you want every angler tested at everything. And I think that I think Sabine proved it. If you look at the top 25 there was a whack of scopers in there. And I think you guys will still catch them without it.
Yeah, but then you see like a tournament, it's like, oh, they just won that tournament because that tournament allows scope. Like, there's still going to be negativity no matter what. So
and I think both ways. I think the 50-50, what'll end up happening, let's say there was no scope on fork, and let's say Fighter won it, fishing the way he did, there'd still be a bunch of people that would be like, which I think Fighter would be the first to tell you he still wouldn't have won the tournament if there was no scopes. Guys offshore still would have won that tournament. But if Fighter were to win that tournament, I think he'd also hear a lot of, well, yeah, but if if scope had been in there, he wouldn't have made the top 10. I think it'll go both ways, but
yeah,
only time will tell. I wish more people would just fish and enjoy it, like you mentioned that you are doing.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Yeah. What do you like to do when you're not fishing? Like, what?
I go to sleep. No, I mean, honestly, just hang out with my friends. I don't know. I mean, weekends like this, Memorial Weekend, just hanging out with the family, going on boat rides and stuff. But I'm usually around water.
Yeah.
Like hunting a little bit, but fishing's kind of consumed the hunting that I used to do. So it's mostly just fishing with friends, fishing with family, or hanging out at the lake house, or I mean, that's basically it. Fish ponds.
You like pond fishing?
I do.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
I like pond fishing. Me and my mom go a lot back at home.
How do you carry your forward-facing sonar unit around the pond? Do you have like a little dock rig or what? Like,
yeah. No, I use the Pasquotank swim jig to catch most of them.
You don't like mornings though. You told me that already. You're like, whenever I've had you on Mercer in the morning, you're just very like, what? Have you always hated mornings?
I hate them. Yep.
Why?
I just hate getting up early. I don't know. I go to sleep late. That's part of my problem. I'm not one of those guys that goes and gets in the bed at 8:30. I'm like usually going to sleep at 12, 1, 2, 3, somewhere around there. It just depends on the night. But yeah, I just stay up late. I'm kind of a night owl, and I just hate getting up early. I wish tournaments would start at 9 a.m.
9 to what?
9 to 5.
Yeah, that's fine. Work day. Punch in.
Yep.
That'd be all right. Weigh-ins will be in the evening. It'd be good. I'd be for it. I could maybe go even for a 10 to 6, and then we'd have, the darker evening. It'd be good.
That'd be nice.
You imagine some of those weigh-in crowds? Sabine's ridiculous as it is. I mean, if you did that at night,
I can't imagine the waits too, like the afternoon bites of those places. Oh, it'd be unreal.
Yeah, we need to start having some later events. The E50s used to do that, and they'd end with fireworks. It'd be freaking.
That's cool.
We need to do that. That needs to happen.
I'm all for that.
Are you a single guy? Or you got a girlfriend?
I've got a girlfriend. Her name's Morgan. Been dating her for 3 years. Actually, yesterday.
Damn. 3 years yesterday. What did you guys celebrate? Like, did you have a anniversary date? What'd you do?
We've got a dinner planned for Saturday. So
all right.
We're going to go this weekend to a nice restaurant, but she actually rode with me up to, we had to do I had to speak to all the guys at the college national championship at Hartwell. So she rode up there with me for that, but kind of a boring day. Drove there, talked, and drove back. So we're going to go eat dinner this weekend.
She thinks pro anglers are cool.
Yeah, she digs them.
She digs them. Good.
Her dad's a big fisherman. He owns a tackle shop actually right down the road from where Logan Martin, where I live. But yeah, he's fired up about fishing, so she understands the fishing world.
So is this like an arranged relationship or something?
No, it wasn't. I didn't even know that he had a daughter, but I met her at Auburn when I went to Auburn University, and she was like, "My dad's Jamie McKinney." I was like, "Wait a second."
So you knew her dad first?
I knew her dad for like 2 or 3 years before I knew her.
Wow.
He worked at the tackle shop.
So was it awkward to be like, "Hey, I met your daughter"?
No, he's awesome. He's really cool.
Yeah, well, he was happy. I mean, you fish. I mean, you could probably become famous and do some in-stores one day, help the store. Do you do in-stores there? Have you done any kind of...
I brought my
dating
trophy.
his daughter in-store promotions.
I brought my trophy to the store the other day and hung out with him, took some pictures. He was pumped.
Yeah. See, there's upside to that. I mean, your daughter could be dating a lot worse people. Are you getting engaged tomorrow night at that dinner?
No.
Oh, okay. I just thought I'd ask. Sorry. So you're not getting married anytime soon, or?
No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really been thinking about it. I mean, I'm sure she's been thinking about it a bunch, but
wow.
I've been focusing on the season right now of just fishing, and I'm gonna try to figure that out someday soon. Okay.
When you get married, can I introduce you guys?
Yeah.
Let's not put the cart before the horse or anything, but down the road, I mean, I'm open. I'm available to, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Tucker Smith.
That'd be pretty sweet.
The Tuckazoids.
The Tuckazoids.
What's the goal for this year? Are you driven to win Rookie of the Year, or are you one of those guys who's like, whatever happens, happens? No,
I want to win for sure. But I'm not one of those guys that pays attention to the points and does like the calculations. I need this much. I need that much. I just like to try to have the Brandon Palnick mentality and just go out there and fish and see where I end up at the end of the season. I like the next 3 tournaments, the locations. So looking forward to the rest of the season. I want to jump back in the top 10 for AOI and see what happens there. But I just like going fishing and doing the best that I can, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm not really paying attention too hard to it, but I'd like to do really well.
So you don't pay attention to it, but you do look at it. You're not like Brandon where he claims he doesn't ever look at it.
I don't ever look at it. People just tell me you're in this so-and-so place. I'd be like, all right, cool.
Okay. All right. So you feel comfortable where you're at. I didn't even check. If I was better at my job, I'd know exactly where you're at. But I'd say you're doing pretty decent.
Yeah, it's been a good year so far.
Do you want me to tell you if you start sucking? Like if it gets low and I'm like, hey, Tucker, get to work.
Yeah, I need you to tell me I suck.
No, you're pretty good at this bass fishing thing, it turns out. What is the coolest part of being on the Elite Series? Like, what's the part that you're like, gosh, this is happening?
I'll say Honestly, the fans are so cool. Every Elite Series tournament that I've been to, there's a line of kids that have a bunch of stuff that they want to get signed and get pictures taken with you. Actually, at Lake Fork, it was the coolest thing. I've got this. I met this kid that at the weigh-in, and he loved fishing. He wanted a picture, and he had a bass chain like hanging out and around his neck. And I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. And I like pulled out mine. I've got a bass chain that was like the same color, silver and everything. And his mom took a picture of both of us with our bass chains hanging out. And it was really cool. It's just seeing all the fans and all the kids getting hyped up about it. It really is something special.
Were you ever one of them?
Definitely. Oh yeah. I remember going to the Classic when I was real young with my dad, and when it was at Gunnersville a long, long time ago. And seeing those guys going across the stage, it just blew my mind. And I was always just dreamed about it as a little kid. Like, I want to get there. But it seems so far-fetched and it seems like such a long road. But Bassmaster puts, an awesome platform from high school to college to opens to the elites. And that's the way that I did it. I climbed the ladder.
Avco not only makes incredible outdoor clothing, but they care about anglers with their 10% pledge. Avco and the Shed family donate at least 10% of the company's profits to conservation and making fishing better. Now back to the show.
Yeah, you have. You really went through all rungs of the ladder. And I think that's the thing that nobody talks about enough, like the education that just from doing all those high school events and then doing all those college events, like you've been to every fishery. Nothing's a shock to you anymore. I mean, you don't even have to go through the trials and tribulations of being on the road. You've been on the road before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the biggest thing was college fishing. That's why you see all these young guys, especially coming up, and they're doing so well, is college fishing. I mean, they travel around the whole country and they go to all these different places. They've got giant fishing teams now. I mean, they're paying for a lot of these people to go to school and fish. So these guys are getting scholarships to go bass fishing. They get their gas paid for, their hotels paid for, some of them, even their food paid for. So they're going to fish at all these places for basically free. And just going to a tournament like that, figuring out the bite, and, people win a tournament, a college tournament, you see like how people were catching them and stuff like that, just learning so much traveling around.
Yeah. I think that I think that's the understated thing, the amount of learning like that goes on amongst the team, because in the opens, I mean, I think you guys, your rooming situation's probably pretty unique where you guys really do seem to be each other's biggest cheerleaders. But I mean, for the most part, you come fish and it's an individual sport. Nobody's going to show you stuff, but in that college environment, you guys are showing each other. I mean, it seems so apparent to me when I'm watching it happen. I mean,
yeah. And you fish as a team too. So it's cool to have a buddy out there and travel with a buddy. And if something happens on the road, blow a tire or something like anything, you got a buddy there to help you. So it's really cool.
What's been your most awkward moment on the Elites so far?
I've got the perfect one. Did you at Hartwell, did you not see when, I guess you were on stage announcing, did you hear about me falling?
No.
Oh my God.
No, I never heard about this.
I was walking up with my bag of so at Hartwell there's the long metal dock. You had to go up and around and then back down the metal dock to drop your bag and pull the mesh out to take it up to the stage. But I was walking around to go down that metal dock. I had all my fish in my bag full of water because I had a decent bag that day, so it was chock full of water. And I was wearing my big like Hoka boots. They've got some big shoelaces.
Yeah.
And I tripped over. My shoelaces got stuck on each other, and I completely face planted on the dock in front of everybody. And it was the loudest, like metal clank, and everybody was just like staring at me. And I just face planted. Thankfully, I held my fish in my hand, and they didn't go in the water. But it was the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me.
I can't believe I haven't even heard about it. I mean, I didn't even see videos of it. So you must have done it quick. It would have been worse if you were just having to crawl around.
There was like 2 people that came and picked me up real quick. And everybody was like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Were you hurt? Were you hurt worse than it seemed? Like, I know in that situation, you're like, it doesn't matter if your toes sideways. You're like, I'm getting up and moving.
No, I was good. My back was a little bit sore the next day. Matt Robertson was like over there pointing, laughing at me.
I'm amazed I haven't heard about that story yet. But now a bunch of people are going to hear about it. So, hey, yeah. I mean, you got second in the tournament. Still pretty strong.
It was. Yeah, Hartwell is one of my favorite places to go and one of my favorite places to fish. It's got so many fish in it and so many tournament-sized fish, a lot of 3 to 4 pounders. And it was fun when we went. Caught a bunch of fish every day, and it just didn't work out in the end. I got second, but I was happy that Paul won. Ended up catching some nice ones the last day and made it a little bit closer than I thought.
Yeah. You have the same tattoo as Paul, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it mean?
I ain't telling you.
What do you dream about bass fishing?
I do. I don't dream very much, though.
No,
I don't dream at all. I think it's because when I go to sleep, I'm so tired. I usually get like 5 hours of sleep. So by the time I wake up, it's like I was so tired. I never even dreamed of anything.
So why are you staying up so late? What are you up to?
I just like watching YouTube.
So you just sit around and what do you watch on YouTube?
Everything. I've watched every single video probably on YouTube, all kinds of stuff. Fishing, old Bassmasters, everything. Golf, everything. Funny videos.
So you just putting in time, watching the tube.
Yep. It's one of my favorite things to do. I guess that's one of my hobbies, watching YouTube.
Have you learned a lot from YouTube over the years?
I have, definitely. Just from watching old Bassmaster lives and old Bassmaster videos. I also watched the JDM like 1v1s.
Yeah.
And there's not a lick of English in the whole thing, but once you watch it for like an hour at least, you start to kind of understand what they're saying. It's weird.
Yeah. No, there's some incredible videos though, and like it's very cool. It's honestly, I mean, you watch a man skip a bait 74 times, literally in one skip. I mean,
yeah,
some very cool stuff that they do. You ever watch the Mercer podcast?
I do watch it.
Oh, you could have said no. It would have been a better answer.
No, I do. You've got some good ones.
I have some good guests, some people that are willing to tell me some stuff like falling on their face and stuff like that. So if that was your most awkward moment, what has been your greatest moment? And I don't mean just winning. Can't just pick winning, but what singular moment stands out to you as your greatest moment on the Elites?
Honestly, trying to think. Honestly, winning on Mother's Day. My mom means so much to me, and she grew up fishing around with me too, like going to the pond. She's the one that got me outdoors. And when I was little, she was the one that she even rode dirt bikes with me when I was real small, just like small little dirt bikes and stuff, just because she likes to be outside. And I think that's where I got it from. But winning on Mother's Day, it made me break down because how much it means to her. She's my biggest fan for sure. And she's the one that got me outdoors. So thank you to her for getting me out there, because I would probably be, inside doing something else. But yeah, I love going outside, and I think it's all because of her.
What does it mean to have your parents at events? They try to come to, I think it's great, but they try to come to a good number of events. Like, do they stay with you guys at those events, or are they just like, they got to live on their own? They can't be part of that household.
No, they get like an Airbnb or a hotel room usually.
Better
But
that way.
yeah, they usually come to as many as they can. I think the only one they haven't been to this year was Sabine. So having a supportive family like that, I'm blessed. My dad's been so supportive of me fishing over the years, and I used to play baseball when I was growing up, and I was like, Dad, I really want to go do this fishing thing, and and it's something that I really want to try to do. And over the years, he's been so supportive with it, and it's been amazing.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not really much of a movie guy. I'm just a YouTube guy.
Short attention span, is that why?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, not really. I don't like sitting down and watching movies for a long time. I don't know.
It's also like your generation, I feel. Like, I mean, even generic sports, like there's a lot of kids your age that don't watch a full baseball game, but they'll watch like the baseball game in 30 or, the football game in 30.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, probably Happy Gilmore.
That's a good one. I do like that one.
Probably Happy Gilmore. My favorite line from any movie is, have you ever seen Perfect Storm?
Mm-mm.
It's but it's about these lobstermen who it's got Mark Wahlberg and George Clooney in it, and they're lobstermen, and they got to go out in the Andrea Gale, their boat, and they're fishing, and I can't tell you how it ends, but
yeah,
doesn't end well. Let's just put it that way. The story, it's the perfect storm. You can imagine the plot.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, no, it's pretty badass. But there's a line in that movie where the guy says, I got a woman I can't stand to be 2 feet away from. But then again, I love to fish. That's like my favorite line in all movies. Shout out to my wife. You see, that's how you're romantic when you're still 50. I hope you experience the same stuff in your life, Tucker.
Hope so too.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you listen to music? Are you a music guy?
Yeah, big music guy.
So what kind of music are you into?
I'm into all kinds of stuff. I've been into Sterling Elza for a good bit.
I feel like you told me this.
Mm-hmm.
On Mercer in the Morning. I'm recycling a question to you. Yeah.
Yeah, Sterling Elza. I've been listening to him, but he's a young guy. I think he's only like 21 years old, but he's kind of like a rock / country kind of singer, and he has some good stuff. He's kind of like Trudy Oak. You know who Trudy Oak is? No,
I didn't know who Sterling Elza was until you mentioned it either. That's how old I am. I'm officially that kind of old that I don't know some shit.
Trudy Oak's they're really big, and he's kind of like that same style. So
all right,
Sterling.
I'll check him out.
I like all kinds of stuff like rap music in the mornings to get me pumped up too, and country and rap really.
Yeah. Who's the most annoying of your roommates?
Probably Paul.
Why?
Because he'll come into my room in the morning and start just clapping his hands like, get up, it's time to go. And I'm like, what are you trying to do? Go sing the national anthem or something? Like, he tries to get up so early. It's like, I can't do that.
Maybe he's trying to help you and get your ass out of bed.
Yeah. I mean,
how would you rather him wake you up? Just, hey, Tuck.
Just flick the lights on.
Tuck.
Don't make any too loud noises.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But I need it though to get me up.
Do you do a lot? Like, does your household all get up early, or are you all mainly like you?
No, Loberg's like up at 4:30, drinking his coffee.
Responsible.
Yeah, drinking
professional.
His coffee, making biscuits for everybody, all that kind of stuff. And then, honestly, Paul's the second one to wake up. And amazingly, I'm the third to wake up, and then Emil's the last one. Emil sleeps longer than I ever do, and I've never met somebody that can sleep longer than me.
Wow. Wow.
Emil just curls up in the bed with all of his clothes on and the lights on and just goes to sleep.
Come on. He's ready to pounce the next morning.
Yep.
What's your goal in life? Like what do you have checklists? Like would you?
I mean, honestly, just making a good impression on people and doing the best that I can. Trying not to slack when it comes to fishing as hard as I can and showing people that I've got what it takes to be on the Elite Series. And I mean, honestly, the biggest goal for me in my whole life was to be on the Elite Series. And now that I've done it, it's like I want to win big tournaments, but man, I'm just enjoying the process here. It's been amazing.
Where did you learn to enjoy the process? Like, is that how you've always been? Because that's rare for someone your age. Like, it's really easy for people to be like, well, I want to win the Classic. I want to win Angler of the Year. And I want to, but to just somebody just say, I'm enjoying the process. That's something that quite often people older than you will mention.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy I want to win big tournaments. I want to win the Classic and more Elite Series tournaments, and hopefully that'll happen. But just being here, you see there's only 100 of us in the whole country that are being able to do this for a living. And I don't know, just wanting this for so long and trying to get here, and finally getting here. It's like, I've kind of taken a step back and been like, wow, I'm truly blessed just to be able to go across this stage and fish against all these guys. 'Cause something that a lot of people don't get to do in their lifetime and will never be able to do. And so I just can't take it for granted and just have a lot of fun with it and try to be nice to everybody that I come in contact with.
I've run a Yamaha outboard for over 30 years. It has got me home safe each and every time. If you enjoy this podcast, remember, Yamaha supports it and they care enough about you to make this ad read very short. Now back to the show.
Where do you think you are in 5 years?
I have no idea. Hopefully still on the Elites.
Well, yeah. But don't. Go ahead.
I was just saying, hopefully just fishing on the Elites, and I don't know where I would be in 5 years. I don't know. Only time will tell.
That pesky dog's in again. It's all right. Let the dog in. It's fine. We are a dog-friendly podcast.
I don't think she knows that she can open the door. Here, hold on.
Open the door for her. Be nice. You said you're all about being nice. Be nice to the animals, too.
My grandfather's dog.
You like this one better than your mom's dog?
It looks a little bit more manly.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty manly dog. Does it have a pink collar on though?
Yeah, it's a girl.
But that's fine. It's fine. Pink's fine. Pink's a good color. Well, I think what you're. What about this kind of stuff? Do you enjoy this kind of stuff, or would you rather just go fishing?
What kind of stuff?
Podcasts, public speaking, just all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I don't mind them at all. I like anything that involves fishing. Obviously, I like to fish the most, and that's what I enjoy doing the most. But yeah, I mean, I will never complain about being on podcasts or doing stuff in public just because, that means I've been doing something right. So I'm excited to just do that. And I love getting on fishing shows, podcasts, talk about fishing. If it's talking about something else, I'm not too pumped up, but talking about fishing, so fires me up.
So you said you weren't much of a mathematician earlier.
No.
Was school tough on you? What was school like for you?
Yeah, it was tough. It's tough when you don't go to class very much. But
that makes it way tougher.
Definitely. No, I had fun at Auburn, and I just fished a lot, man. I should have gone to class a lot more. I had Morgan help me out a little bit with my schoolwork, but I was not the best student. I'm sure the teachers didn't like me that much because I was always gone fishing tournaments. But
Yeah.
it's important to go to school, but I just I don't know. I liked fishing so much, I couldn't stand it.
Feels like you've always been about enjoying life.
Trying to.
Yeah. It's meant to be enjoyed. What's one thing that most people don't know about Tucker Smith?
One thing that they don't know about me, I don't know.
Are you pretty much do we know who you, you're pretty much what you see is what you get?
Yeah, I'm pretty mellow. I don't get too jacked up like Kyle Patrick. I'm kind of level-headed. I sleep. I like to sleep.
Yeah, you like to sleep and fish. Makes sense.
There's not much that I don't know. That's a tough question. I'm not too sure.
Do you think Kyle Patrick's very wound up? Is that what you're saying?
He has good energy. I wish I had Kyle Patrick energy.
He does have a lot of energy. I'm pretty sure at night he must just pass out. It must just be
yeah, it's literally like the flick of a switch. He's just asleep.
On and off. On and off. Are you going to win Rookie of the Year this year? Do you feel it?
I don't know. I'm going to try. Paul's really, really good. I'm kind of in a tight race with him, but Easton's creeping up too. So there's some really good fishermen on this tour, and it could be any one of us that wins that title, but it'd be really awesome. It'd be something that you can only win once. So it'd be cool to win for sure. I'm going to try my best.
Which veteran intimidated you the most?
Which veteran on the Elite Series?
Yeah. Or did any?
What do you mean? Just like in fishing or just like walking by them?
No, I don't mean threw you up against your car and threatened you. I just mean who were you who was the guy that your first week in the Elites, you're like, oh my God, there's so-and-so?
Let me think. There's a lot. I mean, there's honestly just everybody. I don't know. It's kind of all in one picture, just looking around and seeing everybody. Everybody out there is a big deal to me. It's not like there's one guy. I would say, if Aaron was here, I would say Aaron, but
of course
there's a lot of guys out there that they're all amazing. They're all really good fishermen. So I just kind of look around and take it all in. I don't think there's one guy that I was like, dang, it's just like the whole thing was jaw dropping.
This might be a tough question to answer, but if Aaron was here, what do you think he'd say to you?
Man, he'd just say he was proud. I don't know. I don't want to cry, but man, I don't know. He would be pumped up for sure. He would definitely be excited, and he would probably say, I told you so.
Yeah. It's weird. The whole time I'm envisioning him doing that. I know he would grab you and shake you and be like, I told you, bro. You have a special relationship, and I think you're a special part of this sport, dude. And I wish you nothing but greatness and happiness in the future. I think you've got a lot of parts of life figured out. And if your goal is to be happy, you got the right goal in life.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been fun.
One last question. You have the same tattoo as Paul Marks, right? What does it mean? Will you show? Can I see it? Show it to me. What does it even mean? Oh God, you can't see it. The one and only Tucker Smith. Thank you, dude.
Thank you for having me. It was a fun time. Let me know when I can come back on.
Always welcome. That right there is somebody who has some stuff put together, a young man that's figured out a lot. As I just told him, if your goal in life is to be happy, you have figured out a very, very good goal in life. And that's truly what you wish for anybody, just to be happy in life. And the ironic thing is one of my favorite quotes of all time centers around that. And it's from John Lennon. And it basically goes something like, when I was a young boy in school, my teacher asked me to write down what I wanted to be when I grow up. I wrote down happy. My teacher responded and said, "You don't understand the assignment." I responded and said, "You don't understand life." Very deep, but very true. And I wish you all happiness. Thank you for watching this week and every single week. Enjoy being. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Hope to see a bunch of you in Oklahoma for the 10 Killer event, stop 7 of the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series. Have a great week. I wish you all happiness. Enjoy being. And as always, Bob Cobb, take it away.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, because Bob Cobb of the Bassmasters told you to. You hear?